Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have learnt about some characteristics of living things. Living things show characteristics like growth, respiration, excretion, responsiveness to stimuli, and movement. This we have learnt in the previous class. Today, we are going to learn next characteristic, that is reproduction. What is reproduction? Living thing produces another living thing like itself. This process is called reproduction. That means living thing gives birth to young one of its own kind. This is called reproduction. Some animals give birth to their young ones and some animals lay eggs. For example, a dog gives birth to a puppy. Before that, the puppy grows within the dog's body. This is one type of reproduction. But some animals like birds, snakes, butterflies lay eggs. Their young one hatch out from the eggs. That means birds lay eggs and young ones come out from the eggs. Now let's see how does reproduction take place in plants. In plants, new plants are produced from seeds, stems or leaves. Plants like jamun, mango, coconut, jackfruit grow from their seeds. The dried flower of marigold plant gives rise to many seedlings. And in some plants, new plants are produced from stems. For example, stems cut from rose plants, you can see in the picture, or hibiscus plants. Also, when planted in the soil, can reproduce to form new plants of the same kind. And in some plants, new plants are produced from leaves. For example, bryophyllum, you can see in the picture. Bryophyllum produces new plant through its leaf. So in the picture you can see how does reproduction takes place in bryophyllum. So the bryophyllum plant, in bryophyllum plant, new plants are produced from leaves. Now let's go to the next characteristic, that is a definite lifespan. At a certain stage of life, living things become capable of reproduction. After the reproduction stage, their organs become weak and still later their life comes to an end. In other words, living things die. So death occurs in all living things. The lifespan of different animals and plants are different. That means the lifespan of different animals are different. Similarly, the lifespan of different plants are different. For example, the lifespan of dog is about 12 to 18 years. So dog can live about 12 to 18 years. And the lifespan of elephant is 7 to 90 years. Next, the lifespan of ostrich is 50 years. Then the lifespan of giant turtle found on Galapagos Island in South America. So you can see in the picture. So this giant turtle which was found on Galapagos Island in South America. So what is the lifespan of giant turtle? Is about 170 years. So it can live for 170 years. On the other hand, the lifespan of mayfly. So in the picture, see first picture, it is a mayfly. The lifespan of the mayfly ranges from 1 hour to 24 hours. That means the lifespan of mayfly is 1 day. And the lifespan of housefly, see the second picture, it is a housefly, correct? So what is the lifespan of housefly? So it can live for 1 to 4 months. Now let's go to the next characteristic, that is cellular structure. Living things are made of small units called cells. Our bodies are made up of cells. They are very, very small. Some living things are made of single cell and some are made of many cells. The living things which are made of single cell are called unicellular living things. So some living things are made up of only one cell. So they are called unicellular living things. Uni means one. For example, amoeba, paramecium, euglena. So in the picture you can see amoeba, paramecium and euglena. So they are found in fresh water. So fresh water means what? Ponds, streams or rivers. So these are found in ponds, streams or rivers. So they are very, very small in size. We cannot see them with naked eye. So we can see with the help of only microscope. The living things which are made of many cells are called multicellular living things. So some living things are made up of many cells. For example, human beings. So our body is made up of many cells. So we are multicellular animals. So we can give more example also. Man, cow, cat, mouse, cockroach, elephants. Even plants are also multicellular animals. So for example, rose plant, banyan tree and onion plant are etc. are multicellular living things. But number of cells may vary in different organisms. All the living things show cellular structure. Now let's see in what way are plants and animals useful to us. So many plants are useful to us. Even animals also. Some animals are useful to us. We use plants materials in most of our daily routine. Plants provide us with food in the form of grains, fruits, vegetables, etc. So we get food from plants. Some plants like tulsi, vasaka, or it is also called as adulsa, and ginger, hirada, beheda, asparagus are of medicinal importance, which we use as home remedies for minor illness. Some plants are used for industrial purpose. Plants provide us with timber and wood, which are used in making furniture and houses. All the basic needs of man, that is food, shelter and clothing, are fulfilled by plants. Animals are also useful to us. Dogs, cows, cats, buffaloes are kept for domestic uses. Fish, sheep, fowl. Fowl means what? Cock or hen. They are used as food. Animals like oxen, horses, camel are used for transportation. The earthworm is very useful in agriculture. So earthworm helps in decomposition of waste and makes the soil fertile. So fertile soil is good for agriculture. Just now you saw how some plants and animals are useful to us. But there are some harmful plants and animals also. Let's see now which are the harmful plants. So in the picture you can see Datura plant. It is a poisonous plant. It is very poisonous. And next, Colocasia leaves. It is also poisonous plant. Colocasia leaves also cause itching. Then the next one is Dodder plant. So you can see in the picture, Dodder and Parthenium are also harmful plants. Next, algae. So you can see in the picture, so algae grows in water. The uncontrolled growth of algae in water pollutes drinking water and may cause of diseases. Some animals too can be harmful. So there are some harmful animals also. The bites of some poisonous spiders, scorpions, snakes may cause death. Mosquitoes and flies spread diseases. You know, mosquitoes spread which disease? Dengue and malaria is spread by mosquitoes. Cockroaches, mice, rats destroy our food. Lice, ticks also spread diseases. So lice means what? It is a type of insects. It lives on the human scalp. We say head lice. Then ticks, it is also a type of insects. It lives on the body of cows and dogs. It sucks the blood of animals. So lice and ticks also spread diseases. Now next, let's see what are wild animals. Wild animals such as tiger, lions, leopards hunt other animals to meet their need for food. They are called predators. So what are predators? That means some animals like tiger or lion. So they depend on other animal for their food. So they are called predators. Due to deforestation, deforestation means what? Cutting down the trees. Due to deforestation, wild animals do not get their food and shelter. As a result, they enter human settlements and may kill domestic animals or people. Students, in this lesson we have learnt about characteristics of living things and how is the plant and animal kingdom useful to us. I hope you all understood the lesson. Thank you.